You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/kidsandfamily. Just go to Indeed.com/kidsandfamily right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
Welcome to Invest in Yourself, the Digital Entrepreneur Podcast. Join the Podcast Mogul Phil Better as he interviews successful entrepreneurs that make their living in the digital world. Now, let's join your host, Phil Better, and his special guest today on Invest in Yourself, the Digital Entrepreneur Podcast.
24. This is the third episode in our spectacular series that we have. I am now interested about today's guest is a master of storytelling through the lens. As an award-winning photographer with over 15 years of experience, she specializes in both personal branding and fine art photography, creating images that are as powerful as they are timeless. Her expertise caters to a diverse audience, from entrepreneurs, coaches, influencers, and speakers looking to elevate their personal brand to families seeking heirloom portraits that capture life's most precious moments. Known for her stress-free and fun sessions, she has developed a wealth of techniques to bring out the very best in every shoot, ensuring her clients feel confident and at ease. And I can tell you, interviewing her, I felt very much at ease. Whether you're looking to enhance your personal brand or preserve cherished memories, her premium portrait experience is designed to deliver stunning, impactful results. So please get ready to discover the art of capturing confidence and authenticity with the one and the only Alina. Let's go to the tape. Thank you so much for listening to this special episode of Invest in Yourself, the Digital Entrepreneur Podcast, taking place at the Brand Up Summit Montreal 2024. And a big thank you to our guest, Alina, for sharing her story and some of those.
I want to welcome you back to another special episode of the Invest in Yourself, the Digital Entrepreneur Podcast for the Brand Up Summit. Today, we have an amazing entrepreneur that I'm very excited to speak with. She's a little nervous, which is why I'm doing a bit of a longer intro to get her a little less nervous here. I have Alina here, and she's going to be talking to us about her brand, her brand and what she's doing. So we're going to start off with, can you give me a bit about yourself, Alina, so my audience can know some info about you? Just about 30 seconds. Nothing too long, nothing too stressful.
Hello. My name is Alina, and I'm a portrait photographer. I work in two genres. One is fine art portraits for families and children, and the other one is personal branding for entrepreneurs and businesses, coaches, whatever.
I love it. So we're going to jump straight into it because I'm interested. What inspired you to start your brand, and what was your initial vision for your brand?
Transformation, like a visual transformation, is something that always inspired me. And it started with children when I saw them grow through my lens. So they come, like families come with newborns and they grow, and years pass and I see how they become that beautiful human beings from little potatoes, if you will.
Yeah.
And then when I started to work with my personal branding clients, there was as well a transformation, but not their age transformation.
It wasn't a growth transformation. It was more of a personal transformation.
Yeah, like a business transformation and their journey as well. So I really love to showcase the journey of my personal branding clients.
I love that. And you have an excellent opportunity because you're freezing moments in time with your photography. So they can see how they were when they were just started to when they're finishing up with you, and they can see that growth, that transformation, as you said. And I think that's very important for business owners to have, and just to know, and they can see that transformation, that growth, and that become a superpower with your photography, because that's what photography does. That branding, it makes you more solidified as the superhero of your brand. I want to know, because obviously English isn't your first language, and you're doing amazing, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
You're supreme. I don't know why you were nervous. Apart from a language barrier, what other challenges did you face in the early stages of building your brand and your business, and how did you overcome some of those?
To be honest, the biggest challenge was self-doubt and imposter syndrome. But I continue to work on that, and I participated in exhibitions and applied for different photographer-related
grants, contests.
Yeah, contests. Yeah, thank you.
You're very welcome.
And I got my accreditation, so that helped. And also, when I saw my clients succeed because of my work as a part of that, it also helps a lot. So I kind of celebrate their wins with them. Yeah, and the other challenge is networking. So I'm an introverted person, and it's very difficult for me to go networking, but it's necessary.
Yes, I can feel the nerves, and I have to say you're doing a wonderful job. You're awesome. Your energy is enlightening. Sorry, you think a podcaster would know how to speak, but your energy is enlightening. I love it. The networking is going to be you're a photographer. Like, everybody wants to have a photographer as a friend. So your networking is probably going to be super simple for you, but we're going to move on. I don't want to put you too much on the space, because I don't want to make you too nervous, because I do want to have you back on so that we can have a longer conversation about your business and what you do to promote you. But I would love to know, because you're further along in your journey and you know what it's like to start a journey, specifically building a brand, and maybe we can speak to the people who English, or they've moved to another country where the language isn't their first language. What are some of the pieces of advice you would love to pass to them to help them establish their personal or business brand in a new location?
First of all, try to understand your clients well. Like, remember, we are here not just because of the profit, but on the first place, we should solve problems of our clients. So find that, how you can help, think about it, how you can help people to get where they want to go, whether it's families who want to capture their children grow, or like freeze that moment in time, or if it's a business, try to help them to get where they want to go, and go networking. Yeah, if it's the place where you never been, like you moved, so no one gonna know you if you are not there. So just go networking and speak to people, tell about your work and how you can help them.
I love that. I think that's a great thing. A tip I had, I learned from a networking guru. And I say guru, I don't like using the term guru, but this person was like big time in the networking space. And their advice to me was, ask the person who is one person they want to meet at an event. So we're here at the Brand Up Summit, right? And something that I would do is I would go up to someone I'm talking to and I'd be like, who's someone at this event that you would love to meet? And now you have a reason to go talk to that other person, because you're introducing, and it's less stress for you, and you just made two people and everybody loves you. So I love that networking, and I wanted to drop another little networking tip to the listeners there, and hopefully they can use that for their benefit as well, because networking is truly important, because that's the only way you're going to grow in a business or as a person as well. how do you balance, authenticity in your brand so that you're showing how great of a brand you are, but you're also staying true to who you are as a person?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Especially for photographers, authenticity is key. So I have to stay true to my brand. Um, but I'm kind of lucky here because my clients come to me because of my vision and my style. They already know some of my work. So we discuss everything very deeply, and we're trying to understand what we're going to do. So not just pictures, we discuss everything before. Um, but sometimes when I see that our vision is not aligned, I politely decline and say maybe I'm not a good fit for that work. It can be difficult, but still staying true to my values and my brand is very important.
Love that. I love that you're willing to say no to clients, because I know a lot of us, when we start our entrepreneurial journey or our solopreneur journey, we are nervous saying no because we're like, oh no, what happens if we say no and they never come back or we don't get another client? You showing that it's okay to say no when you don't align is very powerful for the audience to hear. And I'm glad that you dropped that little nugget to the audience, because it is important to know that you're allowed to, in essence, fire your clients, because we forget that,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
we grew up in the world of client knows right, the client is always right, the client is king or queen, if you will. So hearing that we have the right to fire them is kind of a nice little bit of trivia and knowledge to have and advice. Coming up to the end of here, and I'm going to have you back because I want to have more of your story, because I know it's an interesting story and I love stories as a podcaster. But how do you stay innovative while staying true to your brand's vision? Like, how do you make sure you stay ahead and not lose the vision that is your brand?
I believe in constant growth. So I continue my education. I have mentor photographers who inspire me. I subscribe to a lot of courses, photography courses, and I go to photography conferences. There are any. And I also can be inspired basically by everything. I go to museums, I read books and watch movies, talk to friends, and everything helps me to get inspired.
I love that. That's amazing. Alina, I want to thank you so much for being here. I'm excited to have this opportunity to chat with you now, and later on when we get a chance to sit down to have a full episode of the podcast to hear your amazing entrepreneurial journey. So I want to thank you so much for being here, coming to the Brand Up Summit, and all the great stuff that we have coming up.
Thank you for having
Tips
me.
and techniques. It was
To
an
my
amazing
audience,
time
make sure you remember to always,
to have
as
spent time with
always,
her. But
invest
as we
in yourself.
leave, Elena has decided to gift you guys not with one, but two amazing offers. The first is a few spots left for her Christmas family photo sessions. If you mention the code JOY when booking, you'll receive extra images with your package. Perfect for making holiday memories even a little more special. Second, for anyone needing professional portraits, Alina will be hosting a headshot marathon in February. It's a great opportunity to refreshen your image for the new year. Be sure to contact her to secure your spot. Don't miss out on these fantastic offers if you are able to travel to the Montreal area. Now, as always, I ask you to check out the show notes down below for all those links, but also make sure you leave us a quick review over there on Spotify. And if you're not following us on Spotify, make sure you hit that follow. I thank you so much for listening. And as always, remember to invest in yourself.
According to Saltus Wealth, 41% of high net worth individuals report having been victims of financial crime. Are you next? High-profile individuals like you need more than off-the-shelf solutions. You need concierge digital security from Reputation Defender. It's not just another app, it's a team of experts using best-in-class tools to protect you and your family, covering virtually every aspect of your digital life. Visit reputationdefender.com/success to learn more. That's reputationdefender.com/success.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/kidsandfamily. Just go to Indeed.com/kidsandfamily right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.